And welcome back to the Daily Wrap. It's time for Yay or Nay. First up, what would you do if a 2-ounce bag of weed fell out of your pocket while you were in a courtroom? Well, that's what just happened to Vincent Fazzoni, a lawyer who practices in Connecticut. Yep, during a hearing, Fazzoni stood up with his client and the bag fell out on the floor right in front of the judge. He is now charged with possession, but he's not talking about the incident. His paralegal, however, says that he does not smoke pot. And the reason he had it in the first place was because, get ready, another client who found the bag in her son's room was upset about it. And here's exactly what the paralegal said, quote, he took the pot and the plan was when her son got out of school, that attorney, Fazzoni, was going to go talk to him and say, look, what your mom found in your room, this is very illegal, very bad. Do you believe the lawyer's story, Heather? Yay or nay?
No way. I actually have had a similar experience where...
You dropped it out of
Not
your pocket?
mine, not mine. But the opposing attorney early in my career, I didn't even know what it was. So apparently lawyers like to smoke
Didn't
pot.
know what it was.
I really didn't.
Well-
I don't believe a minute of it.
Right,
Not a
right.
minute of
Rick,
it.
A lawyer is an officer of the court. They wouldn't lie.
Of course not. Never.
This is a definitely yay, I believe
He
in.
seemed to do something so good for the client, but no,
right.
no, not at all.
Right. Yeah, I am absolutely a nay as well. Clearly, he would have put that in the refrigerator for a night just to keep it fresh, just in case the
Right.
kid wanted
That's
it back,
right.
right?
Yeah.
Or so I've heard. So, many buildings on college campuses across the country are named after generous benefactors and alumni, but there aren't too many buildings named after murderers. The Black Student Union at UC Berkeley, which I believe, no, it was UC Irvine, almost pulled an upset today, wants to rename a building after convicted cop killer Asanta Shakur, no relation to Tupac, I believe. Shakur was a former Black Panther and the first woman on the FBI's list of most wanted terrorists. She was convicted of killing execution style with her own gun, mind you, back in 1973. And she escaped from prison in the 1970s and has been hiding in Cuba ever since. In 2013, the FBI designated her as a terrorist and is offering a $2 million reward for information that would lead to her capture. So why would students want to name a building after a terrorist? Well, apparently, the Black Student Union at UC Berkeley thinks she is, quote, an icon of resistance within oppressed communities. One student even said, quote, we want the renaming of it to be someone who we feel represents us as Black students. Let's go with our all-white panel on this one. Lisa, is it a good idea, yay or nay?
I mean, I'm going to have to. I don't care if the race of the person. If they're a murderer, no, I would say nay. Unless she's a generous benefactor, which I highly doubt.
If you're
So
from
I'm
Cuba,
gonna
I guess
say
that would
nay.
be a very hard thing to do through PayPal, I guess. But.
There's a lot of controversy about this lady. There's a lot of political controversy about her. I think that sometimes college students get involved in all that and maybe don't know all the sides, but I think at the end of the day, given her current situation, it's a definite nay.
Yeah, at the end of the day, setting aside the politics, she killed a cop.
Right.
I think that they should name the building after her, invite her to the dedication, and then
arrest
arrest her.
Yes.
You know,
Wow.
when she
I like
gets
that.
there.
Listen to you.
Entrapment.
I like
okay.
that.
And you've created a rhyme for this segment. At the end of the day, it is a nay. I won't expand why, obvious reasons. As you all know, it's March Madness time, and as expected, everyone is obsessed with college basketball right now. Yes, so much so that TV viewership is up, upgrades to HD television are up, gambling obviously is up if it was legal, productivity at work, yes, is down, costing employers billions, and even certain colleges are noticing a rise in applications during this time of year. And while none of those anomalies are too strange, this next one certainly is. Apparently, doctors reporting up to a 50% rise during the NCAA tournament, get this, vasectomies. Yes.
Vasectomies?
Yes.
That's
Doctors
gonna
say the number of vasectomies rises during this time as it gives men an excuse to stay home and watch the tournament. Why didn't I think of that? Are these men onto something or are they crazy, Rick Unger? Yes, it's true.
I thought you were going to say more babies happen or something. No, they're out of their minds. There are a lot of ways to fake having to stay home if that's what you want to do. rather than getting
listen,
snipped.
there's urology groups that are using it to advertise, saying this is the time to do it. Then you get to sit home 3 days, no excuses.
That's
hey,
called
it's a
March
good marketing.
It's March Madness.
Yeah,
Right?
exactly. It's a good-
50%.
I think it's a great
I'm gonna say
marketing.
nay. There's got to be a better way to be able to watch March Madness besides having
Yes.
to get a
That's what-
vasectomy.
What do you think I've been doing during the commercials?
Yeah, but
I've
this
had
is
it on my
just-
phone.
You get to just sit on your butt.
And who is leading the Newsmax poll? Do you happen to know?
Yes.
Yeah, me too.
Rick Under.
I believe he is, yes.
Good job.
With
I
his
can get the scores
scientific
up right
picks.
here. Maryland up 47-43. Yeah, so I am absolutely a nay on this as well, only because there's so many, as Rick said, there's so many better excuses out there. You could go with the SARS, the avian flu,
Yeah.
the Ebola if you
There's
happen to be in
stomach
Africa
flu
lately.
going around.
The stomach flu is big as
Nobody's
well.
fake
coming with you
that?
to
How do
see
you
if it's
fake
true.
that?
Oh,
How
it's
do you fake a
easy.
really?
Nobody's coming with you to check, you know.
Or just calling sick.
Or just-
Yeah.
right.
You know,
For 3 days,
nothing
though?
illegal about that.
Getting a
Anyway,
vasectomy?
panel, we got to go. It's happy hour. It's Friday night. You all look lovely, and thanks for joining us. Definitely a fun show. And more Daily Wrap Monday night, 6 p.m. I'm Joe Concha saying good night.